had to my Birkin. I had to my Birkin. I had to my Birkin. They lush and not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't fall to no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I run up the dash, 200 a mile, you know that I'm working. Chasing blue faces, you know that I'm lurking. Collect of these bitches, you know that I'm swerving. Tired of love, my heart went breaking. Turned to a savage, now I started taking. Collecting these souls, now I'm the reaper. Get in the bag, you know that I need you. Cartier frames, a drip in my face. Seeing so clear, the type of the fake. My family's the coast, got an army on me. No 6 man, got 5 on my team. Run up the bands, this is all I see. I'm God of my life, one day I'll be free. I know I don't call, I know you with me. Guiding me through more than spreading the seed. I had to my Birkin, they lush and not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't fall to no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I had to my Birkin, the lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't fall to no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I've been lost in my head, my games like it's Joker. My life been playing these games like it's poker. Where flushing is over, the money is calling, you know that I'm on. Switch up for euros and pesos, I'm gone. But mama, these diamonds, that shit when I'm gone. Killing her demons, protecting her throne. To mama, I'm flexing on purpose. For the niggas that said I ain't worth shit, she said get your ass to the street. So mama, don't worry, I'm working. I'm motherfucking working. I'm all in my Birkin. These bitches, they know that I'm hurting. I'm chasing the money, I'm splurging. I'm getting what's mine is for certain. I had to my Birkin. The lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't fall to no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I had to my Birkin, the lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't fall to no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I had to my Birkin, the lush is not working. I had to my Birkin, the lush is not working.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuning in to episode 6 of What's Your Grind Like podcast, a podcast dedicated to promoting businesses and talents across the city while giving our takes on the hottest and juicy topics in the news right now. Follow our Instagram at WYGL_podcast and in our individual Instagrams. They call me Jen with 2 N's _ My name is Jen.
My name is Real.Leel. Well, that's the Instagram name, but my real name is Real Leel. But you can follow me at Real.Leel_ and Real_Leel_TV. Let's get it.
All right, guys, and my name is Melanie. You can catch me at Melanie_Allure, Melanie with 2 N's.
You gotta go like this, Melanie Allure. You gotta
Allure.
So you gotta do it like that. But anyway, it's time to get this show on the road. A few information before we do. Next week, we will have our guests back on. We're going to be doing something called Fashion Week. We'll have like 2 clothing designers on the show promoting their clothing brands. And we're going to be chopping it up about the latest topics going on in the culture. For right now, it's time to get into some ASAP Rocky. I want to know what y'all think about this situation. The brother's locked up on some Akon shit.
Nah,
you feel me?
For
in Sweden.
Nah, no funny, I feel bad.
I do.
I don't like the fact that people are bringing up the whole, but did you hear what he said about Flint though? And then they would like bring up his old tweets because you know everybody love bringing up old tweets. The tweet was kind of harsh though. He was like, "Yo, I'm not even in Flint, so I'm like, I don't even care." Like, yeah, something fucked up. But I'm just like, damn, ASAP.
Nah, it's harsh because of the conditions that he's in, and I feel like after watching, like, after hearing about like the Khalif Browder story, and after hearing about, and watching like When They See Us, and watching how he was in solitary confinement, and also watching the Malcolm X movie, and
all of that.
It's just like putting ASAP in that whole like environment, and I'm just sitting there like I can't even imagine like what he's going through.
Exactly.
Because they said he's not eating.
Yeah, he's not eating.
Listen, all that is a bunch of bullshit. First of all, I looked at the daggone pictures, all right? It don't look like no daggone terrible living conditions. The brother got a TV. The brother got a bed. To be honest with you, that look like utopia. All right, it don't look like no daggone terrible.
Where you seen these pictures at?
Yo, Google, you look at the pictures. All right,
do we got ASAP Rocky in the picture?
Nah, but I saw the picture of the daggone jail. It looked like a dorm room. You feel me?
You sure you wasn't looking at the lobby?
Nah, I'm looking at
what? Yo,
you know they be having like the little lobby area.
I was
that's
reading
just a PR stunt to get him, to get him out of there faster. Basically, is what it is.
But it's not even like Ferg said it. But I'm like, I don't know. All right, so Ferg is like talking about it, but I feel like he's not going in depth a lot about it. So
they just saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? They just saying that to get him out of there. Yeah, it's good for him to be out of there. Yeah, free ASAP and all that. But first of all, the brother is not that bad. All right, from what I'm seeing,
he not eating.
Yeah,
that's what they say. Do you really think the brother not eating? Do you really feel that?
So you think this is all like propaganda right now? Like, you think this is all like fake?
It's not all fake.
Not fake, but like dragged, or like they're like over exaggerating. So maybe he's eating, but not eating good, or like eating.
No, he's eating. He's eating whatever the jailmates eat. The jailmates in America or whatever don't eat good. They don't eat steak. They don't have filet mignon.
So you
and
think
all that other stuff. They eat jail food. He's eating jail food. He's not out here at Red Lobster. You feel me? Like,
no, I know
food.
that, but like people are saying like he's not eating.
They saying he's not eating. So even if he don't like the food, like. His it's not like all right, he's supposed to be expecting a steak and lobster. Like, he's from Harlem, he know what oodles and noodles taste like, so I feel like he would eat it. But I don't I personally feel like
the brother's eating. He's eating jail food, regular jail food that regular jail people eat. You feel me?
To be honest, we not even there, so I don't even know.
We not even there.
You feel me? Like I said, me personally, I think it's all propaganda. You feel me? Second of all, the brother, like you said, he was asked about a certain topic. He dismissed it. He was like, I don't care about it. So the brother is, there's something called karma. You feel me? That's
People were saying, people were like,
right. You feel me? Whatever goes up ASAP. Must come down. You feel me? That's just what it is. So basically, his karma is coming back to him.
It was really harsh.
Everybody's saying this free ASAP. Me personally, I don't really care. You feel me?
I'm like, do you think we should free ASAP?
I don't care, you feel me? If it was up to me, if the judges or whatever came up to me, be like, yo, you had the final word. All right, free the brother. I don't care, you feel me, or whatever, or leave him in there. I'll say free him to give him the benefit of the doubt, but me personally, it's nothing I'm going to sleep over, you feel me? The brother don't even put out a lot of music like that, you feel me? He's into the fashion, you feel me? So it is what it is.
Ghost on us.
Yeah, he's so cute. Sorry.
Now we know why you want him free. You feel me?
He's so cute.
Sorry.
But to be honest with you, like I said, it's karma coming back for the brother. He was asked about, Flint and all this other stuff.
How long? Okay, so how long ago was he asked about Flint for? Because
I feel like
how long ago?
Whenever Flint
happened. I was gonna say
Flint happened like 6 years ago.
It wasn't that.
I was gonna say, to be honest, I feel like the time don't even matter. He literally said, "I'm not in Flint, so I don't really care."
Exactly. Exactly. So you feel me? To be honest with you, the reason why he may say it's terrible living conditions because the brother is rich. The brother is used to royalty. Yeah. So anything that's with a band and just a TV is horrible living conditions.
I feel like he should actually try to understand because, bro, you from Harlem. Like, I think he grew up in PJs.
Right,
I think he did. So the whole thing about it is you had clean water, but bruh, you probably didn't have hot clean water. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people in the PJ struggle for hot water, cold water sometimes. Like, I know he had times where he didn't have food in the house. Like, sometimes you gotta come from an understanding point of view and be humble. And with him,
I was like, you know what? Let's come. I'm gonna humble you real quick. Put you in jail. He's in jail.
He gonna humble a lot of people when they go to hell. I'll tell you that. Anyway, that's for the biblical people out there. You feel me? 7-day Adventists and all that.
Chill.
But for real though, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should be just doing his time. You feel me? Whatever he did, if he does.
How much they giving him?
I don't even know.
I think they said he was gonna give him like how many years? 6 years.
6. Okay.
Yo, no funny. I thought it was like 20 years.
I thought they was like self-defense.
Yeah, I heard like the story. Like, I heard. So basically, there was like a fight going on between this guy and girl, and then like he stepped in, and then like he had to like defend himself. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me, but then that's what I heard.
I didn't. Okay, so I'm not gonna say I didn't because I recently just like heard about somebody getting arrested for fighting somebody. He was almost about to go to jail, but he didn't. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I just feel like fighting somebody we see fights all the time. I seen a whole bunch of them in high school and middle school, and we go to jail for 6 years. Like, and in my head, I feel like they didn't pull out any weapons. I feel like if they pulled out a weapon, like a gun or a knife, then yeah, we got to put some numbers behind that, because it's like, it's, what do they call that? Assault? I don't know. Whatever big words they throw together in the courtroom to make it seem so dramatic.
Yo, me and my dad was just talking about that. He was like, yo, like in the courtroom, they have like their own language. And it
First
just
of all, they have their own dictionary.
Dictionary, that's what he said. He said language dictionary. Like there's like this whole thing where it's just like they could be like the sky is blue, but like
they call it like, you know, something funny.
We can't even think of nothing.
That's what I'm saying, like, you know, but it's just like, yo, that's crazy. And like people is just standing there trying to like defend themselves, and we just trying to tell you the story. Like, you asked for our side, we giving you our side, but the fact that it's not in y'all terms, y'all just think is, I don't know, it's messed up, man. This whole system is just messed up
today, right? And this is very different from the rappers of before in the past. Normally, when dudes were asked questions like how he was asked about Flint, let's say you ask somebody like you know, who's a like
Chance.
No, I'm talking
or
about
J. Cole.
now?
Like KOS1 or somebody.
Okay,
or
I was gonna say
like
low
one
key
of those
Tupac.
dudes. They would give you a whole 5-hour long speech about what was going on. But rappers now, they you know, I won't say they dumb. Everybody's smart to a certain degree, but they don't care about it. Like they're not even aware of it.
No,
you feel me?
I agree with you.
And
100%.
so basically, they're very dismissive. But when they get into those situations, Meek Mill, when he got into a situation with, you already know, with that terrible lawyer of his, and when he went through all that, he came out a whole different man. You feel me? Like, to me, he got better. Me personally,
like, he came out like
better as a rapper when he went through that. Same thing with 21 Savage. 21 Savage was garbage, like straight up. But like when he came
Iron
back
versus I was.
You feel me? And then with a lot, you feel me? I'm like, all right, I could really, but like they speak their mind now, like they know what's happening. So hopefully that happens with ASAP. You feel me?
A lot of people are like that to the point that they have to go through something in order to be like, all right, now I gotta actually wake up. And a lot of people is like, sometimes I just have to go through it for me to actually sit here and be like, all right, I need to change, or I need to make an action, or whatever the case may be. Like, people have to literally learn the hard way in order for them to change. So
I agree.
Or maybe we just got a lot of Ray Charleses out here because there's a lot of things going on. You feel me? And it's all around.
Going to the devil house with you. No,
you are. You really something, man.
Nah, I'm just saying. Dudes be at the blind bird box. You want me to use that?
I don't.
You said bird. Yo,
everybody
bird
be doing that. They be like, "So you bird boxing now?" I'm like, what?
Now remember when that movie was? Did y'all see the movie? Bird
Box? We've been the bird box. Before the bird box even came out, honestly, because people be acting like they won't be seeing shit.
Yeah, but I feel like with these new rappers, like half of them, like, no offense, intelligence level don't be that high. And I'm like, I'm tired of watching 30-minute interviews and they ain't talking about nothing. Like, I remember watching a Rico Love interview, and literally, I could only remember 5 questions being asked, but it was a whole 30-minute interview. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Elaborate, please. Like, we need more Rico Loves out here in the streets to like, she asked a question, he was going in, he was going off. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, because that's when I was like, yo, I'm about to be interviewing people. I used to watch everybody interview. I'm like, I like interviews where I sit down and I like to actually hear your story. When they ask a question about you, give me your life. Like, this is how I know so much about YG, because I watched so many interviews and I was like, give me your life. Like, I just want to know it. And I just love to hear stories, but I like to see how people were able to like talk about different things. Like, you know, with Nipsey, he used to have like his interviews and he used to elaborate. Like I said, going back to Rico Love, they elaborate. These rappers now, you ask them a question, they be like, well, I mean, next question, next. And I'm just like, yeah, I shouldn't have to feel like we have to ask questions, like real life questions, and then that is like us, like literally 5-minute block, and then all we talking about is all your hood street things that you done. Granted, yes, but I'm like, we need substance, bro.
Did you think 6ix9ine elaborated?
Yo, 6ix9ine, that was a good interview. I couldn't even.
Judges and
I'm like, I gotta ask about 6ix9ine.
Yo,
like
6ix9ine, I literally, it took me 2 days to watch it because it was like an hour. And
yeah, it was mad long. It was mad long.
One thing about 6ix9ine, yo,
yeah,
he made sense. I ain't gonna even hold you.
No, he actually did make sense in that.
Breakfast Club,
yeah, the last one.
I give him that. I saw that. I was surprised.
Did he have on a blue shirt?
I
honestly do not
like,
remember
he literally
because of my circumstances. But like
Charlemagne and all them dudes that been
the
in
last
the radio
one,
business.
the last one that happened.
I know he did 2. I know both of them was like an hour long.
The last one.
I don't think I seen the last. I think I seen the first one.
Oh,
and he was because he said it in the interview. He's like, this is gonna be your most viewed interview, and literally it got more than Birdman. And Birdman was the most viewed, and that one got to like mad digits. I'm like, I'm mad I'm watching this, but I'm like, yo, like he's like
he made you want to like listen to more. Like, what do you have to say?
That's exactly what it
like,
was.
Like, you low key not making sense, but you making sense. But what's up? Like, let me hear this. And then like you really listening. Like, yo, like he really trying to make sense, and it's working.
One thing about him, like I could say, like between him and the baby, like they both have great marketing skills. And one thing that they do, they know how to operate their fans and people that's not their fans. They know how to do it all. Yeah. And I don't know how. I don't know how they capture their audience the way they do, but they do it. And that was with him. Like, he knew what he wanted. He was like, I'm going to get what I want. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you probably still going to like it.
Yo, my little sister loved 6ix9ine.
Basically, and that's what
him.
Trump does. When you think about it, your job is to get people talking about you, whether it's negative or positive.
Yeah.
If your name is always in the headlines, whether it's be for good or positive, positive or bad, it's gonna work out for you because your name is in the paper. Like, it's in the newspaper. So if I say F mother F this, F mother F that, boom, and it gets views. No matter people is like, yo, why is he here? He's stupid. Yeah. I'm still getting the publicity.
Yeah,
that's why he got a song called "Stupid."
You feel me? Exactly. You gotta get publicity. You feel
like
me?
He know what he was doing. Like that was the thing. Like I was like, yo, I wasn't cool with him. But then when we was at the parties in Cortland, I'm like, wait, hold on, wait, I was into him. Like, dude, yo.
But he's a rat.
And that's the thing. I'm like, it's so sad because
he about to have he probably ain't gonna be saying nothing. All that substance before. If I'm him,
I
want
like someone said social media has been like mad dead since 6ix9ine has been gone, and I'm like,
cause I'm
not even gonna lie,
he was the illest troll.
Yeah,
but we like the thing about it is he trolled.
I don't like
everybody.
that statement. I don't like that statement. I understand where it's coming from. In a way, I understand why they're saying it. But social media is always gonna be there.
No,
and it's always gonna be stuff and new challenges and new stuff. Like it's social media.
It's stupid,
it's just
but
different. It's almost like
it's low key different though.
Yeah. It's almost like replacing maybe the person that was here before. Like let's say I replace somebody with somebody. Yeah, it's not that somebody that was great, but it's somebody. You feel me?
I feel you.
Whoa, okay, my brother, you need to shut up. My laptop talking to me. It's like I'm not replacing you, laptop. I'm talking about you. Feel me?
Nah, we staying with
you
Samsung.
Act right.
We staying
Samsung. We doing working good. You feel me? Anyway, that's my thoughts on ASAP. You feel me? If it was somebody like J. Cole or Kendrick,
we know they
I'll go free the brother my damn self. You feel me? Like we out. After this podcast,
let's get a GoFundMe going.
J. Cole, I'm out.
But like honestly,
I'm
people
go get him.
That's ignorant and when they ask about certain stuff, to me, I don't care. I'm not saying I want him to stay there. To me, it's a topic that we just talking about.
Yeah.
Because we got a show and we, it's hot
topic. Like we all like free him or whatever. It brings me back to the statement that Meek Mill made in his songs. Like the same people that was screaming free him they wasn't sending letters, they wasn't going to visit him. Like all of us is like free him, but is any of us making a GoFundMe to gather some money for him to get out? Like no. So it's just like of course not, exactly. So it's just like I'll show my support in the US over here with my money in my pocket. So that's why I'm like,
ain't gonna go to Sweden. You feel me? You ain't gonna catch somebody on a 15-20 hour flight to go free somebody that's not even gonna get free.
I mean, I feel like Ferg would go. Ferg got money.
His friend.
He gonna be going there with the mob and doing his job. You feel me? Hey.
I wish I knew how to like really like hit it. Hit the wall.
Anyway,
you seen the meme with like Rihanna and Chris Brown? Chris Brown was hit, and Rihanna was the wall. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
I ain't going down with you.
It wasn't funny, but I'm like, wow, people are really like not shit.
Yeah, they wilding out.
So we got some R.Kelly news. As you know, it seems like we have R.Kelly news every once in a while.
He got arrested again while walking his dog. That's the funny part.
You see, this is what.
My mom
to
was
me,
like,
this is a drag.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
like, they don't. At this point, they don't want him. They don't want him arrested.
How long ago? You feel
Wait,
this is dragged. Like,
why did he get arrested?
I have no clue. They was like he was walking his dog and they arrested him.
he got
For
arrested
what?
for being a model citizen, ladies and gentlemen.
At this point, I feel like
He's in jail?
There's something about sexual assaults in Atlanta. I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, it's basically he was arrested in Chicago on federal child pornography charges.
Okay, and then Jocelyn Savage father ran up on his publicist while his publicist was doing a press conference. I seen it on the Shade Room, and I'm just like, at this point, your daughter wanted to stay, cause how Dominique? I keep saying this. I said, how did Dominique mother get Dominique out?
She went and got her. Typical black family.
Thank you.
I'm going up there and I'm
Like,
getting my daughter.
I'm listening to this
And,
like,
and
my
like
daughter,
Dominique
you know.
mother is like, I see Jocelyn here, and I'm just like,
when was this? Today?
yeah, while he was walking his dog. Sorry, y'all. They was like he was walking his dog. I was like, at this point, I feel like they just teasing him. I really do.
Like,
you know
like
how
when
you
I
just
said
gotta
R.
pick at
Kelly, I
something?
said, what?
I'm over it.
I need to read this. Same.
So we,
I
read
am.
it.
Breaking news. R. Kelly arrested on new federal charges in Chicago with a New York connection. R. Kelly was picked up and arrested by the feds Thursday night while walking his dog in Chicago. A spokesperson... Who did that? A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney, Northern District, Illinois, confirms a federal grand jury indicted him, I pressed something, on 13 counts of child pornography and obstruction of justice. The spokesperson confirms he is currently behind bars at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago. Kelly's attorney, Steve Greenberg, says these charges arose from alleged actions in Illinois and Eastern District, New York, which includes Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. In a statement, Kelly's lawyer, Steve Greenberg, says that they look forward to his day in court, to the truth coming, and to his vindication from what has been an your phone locked, but yep.
So one thing I would say, right?
So he's behind bars.
Yes.
Whoop-de-doo.
He's trapped in the closet.
You trapped behind bars.
Feel me? I'm happy that he got arrested. You feel me? Now you can go up there safely to Chicago when you go.
Oh
to the
yeah, when
football
I'm
camp,
gonna
you
be
feel
like,
me?
yo, free R. Kelly, Jeju. I don't care.
Honestly, I'm
honestly,
just
to me,
over
this is a
it.
drag
Yeah, that's what
situation.
I'm like literally once y'all said R. Kelly, I'm like, what now?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I've been thought
Drag.
the brother was in jail, but then I realized he wasn't. You feel me? Mate? Then he get picked up a couple
I
months
thought that's what I thought. I'm like, what
I
are you
thought
guys
he was
talking
still
about?
You
behind
feel
bars.
me?
They
Like-
was like, oh, he got arrested walking his dog. I said he was out.
He has a dog. Like,
Oh, he's a walking on a regular citizen. Like, he's doing all these normal people things, and I'm like, I'm about to be. We all about to be. Well, y'all 21 already. right?
Yeah,
I'm still 20, about to be 21 or whatever. And it's like these been going up for like 20 plus years, and y'all just like as soon as the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, like let me not brush over people's pain or whatever the case may be, but it's just like.
yo, didn't they win something in something? The documentary won like an award.
Yeah, they did.
That's a new thing now, the documentaries. But anyway, I want to bring up a question. I want to know y'all answer. You know, I'm the dude. I gotta have rankings. I gotta have questions. I gotta have.
Wow.
That's just
What?
me. You feel me? You gotta spice it up. You feel me? I like a little spice on my chicken. You feel me?
What?
If you had to choose between the two, we debating between the last two topics we discussed.
Okay.
Free ASAP or put R. Kelly behind for good.
Bro, we freeing ASAP.
Yeah, I'm a free ASAP. Mainly because, for good, like for life, I don't want to be giving people.
Basically switching spots. ASAP, you're a free man. R. Kelly, you go into that cell.
I'm freeing ASAP.
Yeah, we
What kind of question is that, bro?
We free ASAP.
So you will keep R. Kelly on the street, doing what he doing.
What? You just said doing
No,
what he
you
doing.
said if we free ASAP, R. Kelly gonna be behind
Nah, I
bars.
messed up on that. I meant if you had to choose between R. Kelly being locked away for life and ASAP staying in jail, or ASAP being freed and R. Kelly doing what he doing still.
Bro, you just lost me, bro.
You said
You don't
if
understand what I'm saying?
So you basically
Okay. Let's break it down.
We like,
Because I'm
okay.
I know I'm not bugging. All right, so you think, okay, so there's two kind
It's
of options.
just
like
a random.
It's like two
Yeah.
different scenarios.
different- all right,
It's just a
so
scenario. We playing
we-
a jigsaw game.
I know
It's the saw
free
movie.
ASAP, and then put R. Kelly in jail, or
for good, for life,
or have R. Kelly
do what he's doing,
and while ASAP is in jail.
No, or wait, something like that. Basically, the opposite
Bro,
of each
you
other.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Not because you just confused me the way how you said
you
it.
confused us.
Me, that's what I'm trying to
one more
confirm.
time.
One more time.
R. Kelly gets freed,
Okay.
but ASAP has to stay. Nah, I just messed myself up.
I'm like, yo, I'm freeing
Alright,
ASAP.
But
like,
my whole thing, okay. I don't know.
I said it
In
right
my
the first
case,
time.
like it's bad that I feel like I don't even care if he's behind bars or free. I don't. I really don't care.
Who?
R. Kelly.
Oh, R. Kelly.
Because
Yeah.
I was smart enough to stay away. Half of these girls was at his court like, free R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly. I'm your number one fan. Like, girl, go to school, get your education. That's what.
go graduate high school.
I mean, you do kind of got a point. You feel
Like,
me?
that's why I'm like, I don't even care if he's free.
It goes. See, that's
as
why.
long as he don't touch me. Bars.
That's why our topics always, even though it seems like we shift gears, it always align because it goes back to the point where I started off the show where it came to women, and you brought up the fact that you said, where women don't support, women, and that's why we not getting paid. It's the same thing with females. You asking for something, and you're gonna get what you ask for. It's basically like that. So it's kind of like it intertwines with each other. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because these girls actually was over there. Some of them knew about the rape charges, but they still put themselves in a predicament to be a victim of that.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know who it was, but it was one girl. She was smart. She left. She said, I left once I started hearing all these different things. I forgot her name, but they only showed sis one time in that documentary. And after she said her piece, she was not shown again. All them other ones was shown 50 million times. And I'm like, so why you keep reoccurring in the story?
Right, anyway.
I ain't even watch it.
Well, we gotta move on real quickly because the time running out. Jermaine Dupri had some criticism from female rappers. He came out with the
Oh
other
yeah,
day.
he said everybody sound the same. It sound like just strippers saying.
Yeah, strippers basically rapping.
I actually just seen that and I was like, ooh.
And
Which I think.
I mean, everybody was screaming Young and May. And I was like, she's a different breed.
I'm like, do she really count?
Nah. I'm sorry, she count, but she don't really count.
Yeah, so
She count because she's a woman, but she don't really count because
she
not
rap
she
about
don't-
the
she don't-
same thing that the
she
other.
rap like the dude. She be out
Yeah.
here talking,
To me,
not really.
She's
but
out of this question.
Okay, good.
She's
All right,
out
good.
of this.
Everybody
She's-
was just like,
she's not.
Young
She don't
and
rap
May, and
about
I'm like-
stripping. She put on the man persona. She don't rap about stripping. She's out of it.
She rap about
Basically,
going to
who's
strip
in
club?
this conversation? We will be talking about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Lil' Kim from back then, or basically a lot
Megan
of
is not even a stripper though.
I mean-
Megan is an educated, educated woman.
Oh yeah, Sweetie. I love Sweetie.
Sweetie graduated from USC.
So
Megan Thee Stallion was
somebody
in college.
said Sweetie is
Sweetie is-
trash, and I was like, hold up, she's bad. Stop it. So then I went to go listen to her again. I'm like,
She low-key trash.
the beat is fire though. Like,
I'm weak.
like I'm like, you know what? She's just learning. She just came out. Like she just came out. So just like she's probably like learning her different styles. So
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like
all I'm about to say.
you know.
Cardi B responded, and I actually agree with Cardi B with what she
What
said.
she said?
She said basically, because she was once a stripper, she basically
Yeah.
said, that's what people want to hear. That's what sells. You feel me? So if people started rapping
she's
about
being,
like
she's
regular
actually
stuff,
being real. But
you
like,
know, it
I
wouldn't
feel like
sell.
there's
And I
people in the
do
world
agree.
that wanna listen to other stuff too.
But the thing about it is, like, he's
but
like,
it doesn't sell as much.
That
You feel
sucks.
me?
that's true. But I feel like I read something on the Shade Room and it was just like, so what do half of these guy rappers be rapping about? I'm like, you got a point, because all of them be talking about the lean, the Molly. Because at a point, I was hearing it on Future. I was hearing it on this person, that person. I was just like, okay, we get it. You drugged up singing this song at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, that's your body. So it's just like, he's like, it's all about stripper rapping. But I'm like, it's the same people talking about toting guns, popping Molly, drinking lean, and doing the same thing all over again. Being up in the studio to 6, maybe 10 in the morning, from like 9 at night to 10 the next morning, doing the same thing all over again, going on tour, gotta keep the energy, so they gotta have all this alcohol and drugs in their body to keep pushing. Like, it's the same thing we hear in songs, and you know what we do? Us girls, we be throwing it back, ayy,
Yep.
and then all y'all do is be in the parties toting y'all fake guns, and us girls be there with y'all too. But it's just like, it's the same thing.
Like vice versa.
We do the same dance to every song. Think about it. because the beat be the same, and then be like, hey,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, y'all killing it with the dance moves today. You feel me? Y'all gotta get a contract or something.
Nah, I'm
I
trash.
mean, like,
My little sister's a dancer, not me. I'm not it. It's
But
not me.
Jen, can you take us away with our WYGL
yeah, we have news.
news?
Yeah, we have news.
New segment on the show.
The news segment. So, fortunately, a 4.6 earthquake shook Seattle overnight, just before 3 a.m. in the morning. There were no structural damage to infrastructure or anything. Also, another earthquake hit California, 4.9, again shortly after the Seattle earthquake. Earlier in the week, we lost actor Cameron Boyce, R.I.P., who died in his sleep after an epileptic seizure. He was only 20 years old. R.I.P., R.I.P., R.I.P. Did y'all watch Jesse? Because I watched Jesse.
yeah, I watched Jesse.
I watched
Watched a little
Jesse.
bit of it.
No, I watched
like,
Jesse.
I left Instagram because Sky Jackson, like, she went on live, she was crying, and China finally posted.
I saw
'Cause,
China, yeah.
Oh my God,
China's
was in my
own was
bed.
so like genuine. I cried.
I cried because she was just like, because at one moment she was like, yeah, and then she was like,
She was laughing and then like she cried and then
yeah,
I'm
because
like,
she wanted to remember the good times, and then she was just like, wait, like she came to like, yo, he's going,
He's
and that's
gone.
when she just was like, nah, like this is not real. She was like, I'm glad I didn't.
He
get
was a
this
young
happen.
brother too.
he was
only
so
20 years old.
young. He was so
Yeah.
young.
He was out here. He was fly.
And last but not least, stupid people. Florida woman charged with food tampering after surveillance cameras caught her picking her nose and sticking fingers in ice cream. This comes after another video that surfaced of a woman opening ice cream and licking it and putting it back on a Walmart shelf. She'll be facing 20 years in jail, and I feel so bad, but I really don't, because why are you so stupid? And the person that recorded, what's happening to the person that recorded?
Well, I don't know. He looked like he getting off, but hey, I don't know what it is with all this food tampering. You know, people acting dumb. This is the dumb generation.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole debate.
Like,
too.
yeah, I see her browner though.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hold you. To me, the performance to me that killed it was that Mary J. Blige.
Everybody always saying
Yo,
that.
everybody
Everybody's saying that.
She old and all that, but she was giving
She was
all the
killing
girls
it.
all the
Yeah,
lessons,
She
man.
went,
Like,
she went out there and put her heart on the stage.
That's
Like,
a fact.
Mother Mary always
Yeah,
does.
always.
Yo,
The queen of
the
soul.
queen of
Always.
R&B.
Like,
And you
she
know what's
got
crazy?
to, like, it's
I'm a
Mary.
Lauryn Hill person.
I
think
love
Lauryn Hill's
Lauryn.
my
Yeah,
favorite
Lauryn,
singer
I
of all
love
time.
Lauryn.
About the
You know what
fact
I'm
But I
saying?
love
Lauryn,
Mary
niggas
J.
be
Mary
sleep on
J.
Lauryn.
Blige is a queen. I
Yes,
can't
she
lie
is.
about
They be
that.
sleep on Lauren though.
But
They
she
be-
only
No, they are. People
They
are.
Yo,
Like,
she got the best album of a female.
She only has one album.
The Miseducation.
One album.
That's like top 5.
One
men
album.
And female.
Can I
But
keep
Mary
stressing
J.
this one
Blige
album?
is the
But
queen.
Mary J. Blige was on that album, and that
Yeah.
song they have together, I used to love him. Come on, like,
I
don't
can
get me in my
love you
bag.
better than she can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Real Leel, and I am back again. Every day, there are news going on in the world of sports and pop culture, and I get my unique takes on them. Please subscribe to the channel so you can get all the latest updates on these hottest news and see the full episodes of my radio shows, The Real Leel Show, college and podcast version, In the Huddle, and What's Your Grind Like podcast. Daily updates, breaking news on my Instagram page, weekly blogs. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy the content. Yo, we are back.
we live, baby.
I'm always on my grind, my money will incline. My mother told me rhyme, cause her son is gon' shine. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. My money will incline. My mother told me rhyme, cause her son is gon' shine. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind.
This is what I got to say. Equality should be a policy. The U.S. women's national soccer team defeated the Netherlands 2-0, winning the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup for the second straight year. This victory was not only good for the accolades, but it pointed out the issues at hand plaguing society, which is inequality for women. In gender equality, the United States, yes, yours truly, the United States ranks number 28 in the world. Such a great country, ladies and gentlemen. Such a great country.
I'm sorry.
All right. The woman received $1 million, right? $1 million for winning the World Cup in 2015, while the men received $5 million just for reaching the round of 16 in 2014. The U.S. viewership of the 2019 Women's World Cup final was 22% higher than the 2018 men's final. So the people are viewing it more than they're viewing the men's. So if the revenue is what's bringing home the bacon, why isn't the women's soccer team being paid as much, if not more, than the men's soccer team? Hey, they're bringing in the revenue, right? Megan, who is the co-captain of the women's soccer team, recently went on CNN to voice her opinion on President Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump. Trump is known for his violence toward women and his racist remarks toward people of color. Megan said, your message is excluding people. You're excluding me. You're excluding people that look like me. You're excluding people of color. You're excluding Americans that may be supporting you. Megan then went on to say, and smirked, while refusing to sing the national anthem during the parade in her stance of protest for women's equality. Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the anthem, or maybe a powerful speech like Notre Dame's female head coach, Martha McGrath, who protests, about women's equality. Protest comes in all forms. You may not agree with these people's politics. However, they do have a right to exercise their rights. Ladies and gentlemen, equality should be a damn policy.
Hello.
I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind. My money will incline. My mother told me rhyme cause her son is gon' shine. I'm always on my grind. I'm always on my grind.
So I want to, since I started off talking about the women's soccer team, I want to know what y'all think about it. The impact that these girls may have in women in sports. Jen, we already know that you're in sports. You're going to go to football camp in August, Northern Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So what does this do for women in sports? Talk to me, Jen.
All right, I'm not even going to lie. All right, so today I was talking to my coach, and he asked me, this might be off topic, but it's kind of like in topic. So he asked me, he was like, Jen, how do you feel about women getting paid equally? And I said, be real honest, I said, I think they should get paid equal because, they put in the same work as, the guys. He was like, bullshit. I said, what? What are you talking about? He was like, do you watch women's basketball? I'm like, no. He was like, when was the last time you watched a women's game? I said, oh, no. He was like, you see, how do you even support the fact that how do you support the fact that women should be equally paid, but you don't even support women, period? And I'm like, look, don't do that to me, first of all. Number two, he was just like, listen, you're not the only one that feels like that. He was like, there's people out there that supports the whole, no, women should get equally paid by men. I mean, they should be equally paid, but they don't even support it. Of course, no one is gonna, think that women should get paid because, first of all, the views are not even as big as men. So, the men are really bringing in the money. I mean, if you think NBA, if you think NBA, you think men, LeBron, Kyrie. You don't think of what woman do we think of when we think about women's basketball? I think of Lisa Leslie, and she was mad long ago.
You got people like Maya Moore. You have a lot of people.
I forgot one, but I just know Drake had a crush on that one, but I forgot her name.
Skylar. Yeah. Skylar. You feel me?
Diggins?
Skylar Diggins. Yeah.
All right. That's the only one I know about.
Yeah, he was just like, yo, listen, you can't be saying, yeah, women should get equally paid, but they're not even bringing as much revenue that the men are bringing in. So I was just like, all right, you have a point, but he was like, no, don't get me wrong, I feel like they should get paid equally, but the fact that they're not bringing in as much revenue, it's just, how do you expect for them to even get paid equally? You don't make them, you don't, he was like, yo, you're not even making that much money, so why do you even want to make the same amount of money as the men? So I'm just like, oh, wow.
You know what?
It was crazy.
I know why he brought that up. He ain't trying to pay you. Straight up, all right?
He
Jen,
paying me.
Do you really think?
He paid me. Chill.
But how much the fellas getting?
I mean, they be getting paid the same thing because we work the same. We work the same.
So they getting
job.
the same pay.
I mean, I don't play ball. I just work for the.
I'm talking about like the people that's like around your positions. Like, are they getting paid more than you, or you? Because it may be a. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a setup.
I mean,
like, you feel me? This is why I can't pay you, because guess what? Y'all not bringing in the revenue.
I mean, but she's not bringing it. Like she said, she's not playing the game.
I'm not playing the game. So
it's
I'm
like,
not,
or she just don't want to pay. He don't want to pay her because he want to pay somebody else more than her. So he just preparing her for for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you thinking too deep, bro.
I get where you're coming from, but in this case, when it comes to like, I mean, if we were talking about jobs and what she does, then yeah, we can have an argument.
Well, bottom line, make sure you get paid. You
no, I'm getting paid.
She getting paid.
Nah, I'm getting paid.
The thing would be
Make
like
sure
if
you
they
get
getting paid
paid
the same, because like I've had countless conversation with like guy friends, and they just like, you guys scream equality, but then like sometimes I don't want the equality or whatever the case may be.
Now I do agree with a few things that he's saying. But listen, I just did a whole speech on women's equality, and guess what? I ain't gonna back down from it. Women need to get paid as much as men. You feel me? And yes, it does start by women actually, being the one to support other women.
Yeah, we don't even support women.
We don't, and that's
like,
the crazy thing about it. But with me, I don't.
But it still doesn't take
a
basketball
either.
Like, I mean, I don't. And the thing is, like the like women's basketball is low key like not as exciting as men's. Like they're nice. Don't get me wrong. Like,
they are.
Shout out to the women. Like I'm not even saying like I'm not trying to dumb them down or anything. But like there's something about men's basketball that like it gets
is it
you
like
hyped.
The aggression that they have?
I think it is because I'm like if I seen a woman dunk, I'm watching that game. I'm watching games if I see women dunk. Like,
so like
I don't
women
know.
don't dunk in like the basketball games.
I mean, I feel Lisa Leslie dunk.
I mean,
right?
It still doesn't explain, because I feel like this is what I feel like, and I'm being honest. You feel me? This is the real Lil, all right? Not the fake Lil, the real Lil. So I'm gonna give you to you straight how I see it and how it's portraying to me. Anytime they use excuses, right?
All right. So who's
they use excuses? The people that don't want to pay females.
Okay.
They be like,
okay,
all right, you're not supporting, but yet we gonna, that's why we're not paying you. But they're all women's head coaches in college. Yeah. Why aren't they in the NBA? What's the reason for that? They're assistant coaches in the NBA. There's people that's getting there, but they're not head coaches in the NBA. What's to say that a woman can't coach in the NBA?
You're right. So there's men coaches coaching the women's basketball?
Yeah. There's men's coaching the women's basketball.
I'm sorry. I'm a little out of the loop with,
No, it's fine.
But there's no women's head coaches in the league. You feel me? We touched on that back in our episode. When we talked about Martha McGraw, her speech, when she brought that out.
Oh, yeah.
Directors in Division 1. People hire people who look like them. And that's the problem.
Okay.
Technically speaking,
if you
want to get technical,
talk your you know what. Go ahead. Because what she said is a bunch of facts.
It is.
All in that 1 minute.
All in that 1 minute.
People hire
people that look like them. I think that stood out to me the most.
Who's them?
All right, people hire people that look like them.
Oh,
that's just how it is.
And that just scared me because I want to go into sports.
But what I'm gonna say is, don't let that stop you.
It's not. I can't. I made it this far.
Yeah.
Trust me.
One of my coaches told me, they were like, you could be a key. Because you can bring the diversity to the table. One that looks like them, especially a woman. They're like, whoa, how did she get here? Especially like in the recruiting, the recruiting aspect. Mm-hmm. Like even here they always want me to come to recruit. And I'm not even gonna lie, I like being the guinea pig. I like being the whole bait of like diversity. Listen, y'all using my color for good. I'd rather that than use it for bad. Like,
back at school.
So I feel like it's just another excuse. Yes, it's true to some degree, but it's still used as an excuse. You feel me? Some things is just used as a scapegoat.
Nah, I feel you.
You feel me?
Nah, I feel you.
So that's what I feel like. You feel me? Women need to get their money.
Facts.
They need to get their money. And that is not only in sports. Look about it in the world. They don't even get paid like the same as men in a lot of places in the industry. So it's not only sports.
Even if you go deeper, it's like the women get paid less than the man, but then when you break down
act like a lady, think like a man. You feel me?
Racial, not racial, but like ethnicity statistics. Like they break it down by your race.
Yeah.
And your ethnicity, you like. I forgot who's at the bottom of the totem pole because it's like white women, then it's black women, then it's Hispanic women. They're at the bottom. They get paid less than both of us. So it's just like it's crazy that it's like okay, when it comes to women, now you got to break it down in a different ethnicity groups.
Like color. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They definitely
and
have many shades.
That to me
of
is that's why I'm like, can we just get paid the same? Like that's all we asking. Like what's this? Oh, we got to break this down. Like you actually doing too much just to get not to pay us. You might as well just pay us to cause less work at this point. And I'm like, oh, so that's why y'all be asking me what my race is on my application because y'all about to pay me less.
Well, you know what? Like I said, equality should be a policy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Women should get
I
paid.
agree.
That's what I think. But I want to move on real quickly. And shout out to the women's soccer team. They're having a ball. You feel me? They over there doing what they got to do. Out there partying, dropping F-bombs and doing all that. It's well deserved because they fought hard and they represented the country well.
Yeah.
And hopefully they do get paid because, like I said, ratings show that they're being watched more in women's soccer than the men are, and the men still make more money.
Ooh.
So,
Was this like an ongoing thing, like, or did it just start because they?
Yeah,
won?
they started. It was watched more. So now that's why the question is coming up: should they get paid more because they're being watched more than men are? You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Yeah, fine.
So it is what it is. But anyway, moving on, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this, and this is why I want some debating. You feel me?
All right.
Is Serena Williams, because we all know we in the heart of Wimbledon, the tennis tournament. Serena Williams will be playing tomorrow for the finals. Is Serena Williams the most dominant athlete this past decade? This decade right now.
Is it just
like
overall? Man, female together combined.
Ooh.
Where does Serena Williams rank? And you know what? If y'all want me to start off, I'm gonna give you reasons why.
Start it off, but I already have something in my mind.
All right, let me hear it.
I mean, like, so since she just made the cover of Forbes, isn't she like one of the first athletes to make the cover of Forbes? To be honest with you, I feel like she is. Who?
I'm gonna Google it.
Who else did that as an athlete?
See, I don't follow magazines like that.
I mean, maybe Michael Jordan did because he's on the Forbes list, but I don't know if he made it up there because of him playing basketball. You feel me? Because now he got like different business endorsements and all that stuff.
Yeah, like the Jordans. You feel me?
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I think she is.
Cover star Serena Williams is the first athlete ever to hit Forbes' annual list of the. Of the world's richest self-made women.
All right, so
I said first athlete. They put that first. They didn't say she was a self-made, and then they put that one first.
I'm gonna tell you why I think Serena Williams is the most dominant athlete.
Go ahead.
In this decade. If y'all my friends and y'all gonna be watching this, I already brought the points to y'all, and I'm gonna bring it to the American people.
Oh God.
You feel me? And the S-Street media people, and the Real Leel TV people, and the Millennial Law people, and the Gen people. I'm about to bring y'all with the facts. All right, so a lot of people may say LeBron.
I was gonna say, yeah.
LeBron is not in my top 5. He's in my top 10. The reason why is because we talking about dominance. This isn't about who's better than who if you pair them all together. Mm-hmm. It's about dominance in your own sport.
Who could take the sport?
So LeBron James is not the most dominant figure in his own sport. You had Kobe. You had Jordan in the past.
Yeah.
You had you still had Golden State. You know what I'm saying?
There?
That beat him. You had the Spurs that beat him. You had a lot of the NBA's, but he's one of them. He's one of them. He's top 10. Tom Brady, who is my favorite human person in outside of my family.
That's crazy because I know people that don't like Tom Brady.
Yeah, a lot of people don't because they hating. You feel me? You got a lot of haters out here. When you're doing good, you got haters. It's just automatic. It comes with the territory. You feel me? But Tom Brady, who's my GOAT in football, you still had Peyton Manning. You still had Joe Montana. You still, had Eli Manning that beat him twice in the Super Bowl. You feel me? He's in the top 5, but he's not ranked number 1. He's ranked number 3 in my list, actually. Because he did win a lot of Super Bowls. He has the most ever. Yeah. He's ranked in my top 3. When you look at guys like, there's a lot of guys. Yeah. But the reason why I'm saying Serena Williams is number 1 is because who in women's tennis is as good and talked about and has won as many titles as Serena Williams?
Crickets.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Exactly. You feel me? So she dominates the sport. You feel me? She's about to be there again. I have a few stats on her. Hopefully the stats just appear randomly.
Do you watch tennis on a regular?
I watch tennis here and there. I watched it today. I watch Wimbledon. I watch the U.S. Open. You feel me? Because that's the two main things that I watch. You feel me?
Okay.
But Serena Williams, she's dominant. She played with a baby in her stomach a couple years ago. You feel me? And she won with a baby in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? So Serena Williams is dominant. You know, the only person that probably came close to her was her own sister, Venus Williams. But guess what? She just lost to a
15-year-old.
What about, okay, so who did Naomi play? No, I forgot her. I don't know her last name.
Naomi.
Y'all didn't know about Naomi?
No, I don't know nobody.
I forgot her last name, but I feel like she beat. Man,
she played tennis?
Yeah, she does. And it was like she was talked about because I think she beat. Let me see, Naomi.
And Serena Williams is the oldest female to reach the Wimbledon final. She's 37.
Ooh, she about to be 40.
And she won the semifinal that just took place in less than an hour. Easy money. So to me, she's the most dominant athlete in this decade. Honorable mentions, like I said, is Tom Brady, Tiger Woods. Who else? You had a couple baseball players that's in there. I would say Mayweather. He's probably in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Mayweather is right up there because he's undefeated. He did dominate. Yeah. Still had Pacquiao that was up there. That's why it brings Mayweather down on my list because you still had Pacquiao that was dominating for a time. You feel me? But nobody was dominating with Serena. Serena is literally in her class of her own. Mm-hmm. You know, when she lost the finals last year, I think it was the U.S. Open. It was a controversial loss because the Empire kept taking points off her. You feel me? So
with Serena.
Yeah,
that's with Naomi, the girl. That's why I was like, she played against somebody.
She's like Asian.
She's Asian, Haitian.
Yeah.
So that's why I think so. But what y'all think?
I mean, like, I feel like it would be like for me. I don't really watch sports, so it's just like hard for me to judge. And then plus we going against like all the sports.
Yeah.
You just do literally all the sports. I can see if you just do tennis. Then we can
this is the dominance ranking. This is not
honestly, when he breaks it down like that,
it makes sense.
It makes so much sense because when you hear Serena, like you hear winner, like you don't hear
it's like
loser.
Like I was just thinking like, yo, how many losses did she have in her whole entire life?
That's a great question.
She had a few, but you playing tennis all year round.
Look, but you can't even remember the few
because
she lost because she
just wins so much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and if another female plays in the Wimbledon final or any major final and it's not Serena in there, you're gonna be thinking the world came to an end or something like that.
Nah.
You feel me? You be like
Serena's imagine, like boom, imagine if the 15-year-old beat Serena.
It'd have been over.
Like props, give credits to Venus. You know, Venus, you nice, but like now imagine a 15-year-old beating Serena. The world's ending.
And then on top of that, she's doing it in a predominantly white sport.
Yeah,
with a lot of conservatives, and she's just killing everything.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Unbothered, to be exact. Like
so
she's
that's
not
why
even.
I think she is.
Wow, that's
you
crazy.
gotta be unbothered in this world because honestly, if you let things get to you, you won't win. That's why she winning because she don't care. Like no matter how you look at it, okay, and I still beat you. And what?
Like I'm manly, okay.
Exactly.
I have money.
I have a family. I'm good, okay? Like she don't.
And I honestly didn't like the fact like how like people body shame her so much because she's so like brolic or like she looks so manly. She plays a sport. What do you expect? Like, and she's nice. Like
exactly.
It's not like she's manly and she's not nice. Like, come on, I mean, it's OD.
People just be wanting things to say because they so annoying. People's another
like it's
story.
so much good going for her. Like they gotta find the bad. She looked manly, okay, but she has more bread than you. What are we saying?
And she's out here making money. That's what she's
OD.
doing.
That's why I be like, I don't get like, I'm like, y'all complaining from what? Behind your camera phone, behind like your little computer screen, behind your
phone.
Like
you have one iPhone. She
like,
probably has like 10.
You sitting here commenting at what 12 p.m. You should be at work. Why aren't you?
That's how they do.
Why you not grinding today? What's your grind like? How about that?
Hello, that's the name of the show.
What's your grind like?
But anyway, real quickly to recap the final that was just played today in the men's side. I'm gonna just do that real quickly. Nadal versus Federer is one of the best rivalries in sports. You feel me? I'm a guy. I'm all about rivalries. I think rivalries is what makes sports.
Yeah.
You feel me? Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning.
Everyone was just like friends. That's just
and that's what the NBA was getting to.
Yeah.
But then we gonna talk about the NBA in a second. But that's how it was getting to it. Everybody want to play together. The super teams. You know, you my buddy. Let's play together. You feel me? And it was getting too whack for me. You feel me? Like I'm more of like, listen, I don't preach beef and hate or whatever, but at the same time, you gotta have a competitive spirit. You feel me? I don't want to play with you. I want to beat you. At the end of the day, then after that, we can go to the bar, party, get the bottle of Henny, and you know, over here is Jenny. You feel me? So that's what I like. I like rivalries. Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. There's so many other rivalries that, you know, could come up anytime. But Nadal versus Federer is one of the best rivalries in sports. These guys, they played at Wimbledon like a couple years ago. I believe it was 2008. And that match, that lasted 5.5 hours. You feel me? Going back and forth. So today, Federer just won. He beat it. He just defeated Nadal. He took the first set. Damn, why my information not here? I had everything prepared. But he took the first set. Nadal dominated the second set. Federer won the last two, and he beat him in 4 sets. And then Federer just showing you why he's one of the GOATs. So another thing that we seeing here is that guys that are older, because he is at that age, I believe it's 37, like Serena, you know, they're dominating. Normally it was a father time, you know, and then that's when your demise come. But you see guys like Tom Brady, who's still winning Super Bowls, who's still throwing touchdowns. See guys like Federer, who's still making finals. You see girls like Serena Williams still dominating. I mean, what is it? What is it with the new? Is it new technology? What is it?
No, it's because they had years and years of practice. Like
practice. Everybody practice. Not
everybody practice, but they've been in the game longer, so they had a better chance at like dominating the sport
still,
because this is at the point where it's like they learned the sport, they learned the sport. Now they taking over. That's just it. That's exactly what it is.
I believe is the way it's technology and the way how they did, you know, the nutrition. You feel me? Because there were guys that were dominating, and then when they got to a certain age, they fell off a cliff. I feel like it's more. You feel me? I think it's the diet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
I mean, maybe it can be the diet. It could be a plethora of things.
Not to say.
It's just I feel like if they older and they dominate in the game, then I feel like it's more so like I said, like
experience.
Exactly. Like they in the gym, they shooting in the gym, whatever the case may be, all that other stuff. So, yeah.
Well, we also had shifting gears here. We also had Russell Westbrook, who just got traded to the Rockets. It's a big thing in the NBA. Like I said about guys playing together and everybody being friends, the NBA is changing now.
It is.
It's about to be a new NBA.
I can't wait. Like I'm actually, cause like you know what's crazy. Like I know like you know certain like facts about NBA, but like I don't really like watch it until like the finals. Duh, like gotta watch the finals. But I'm gonna watch the season. Like I'm gonna. What the Rockets?
He's playing on the Rockets now.
With heart.
I know it seems like
what? So like head bust. I never thought Russell would even play with anyone.
Look,
there was a debate going on saying Russell wanted to be the one man.
There's a lot of players like that. There's a lot of players like that.
He's playing with Harden. Like, wow.
That's why I don't know how this is gonna work. It looks good on paper. It's the eye popping. Like, yo, Russell Westbrook to the Rockets. It's crazy. And me, I'm one of those people because I am into sports. I am the sports guru. I'm like, listen, pump the brakes. You feel me? You need to fix your tires before you end up in a car crash. You feel me?
What?
Because
it's an analogy.
I'm sorry, analogies are OD.
Of course, I'm the king of the analogy. You feel me? But when you think about it, Russell Westbrook and James Harden are two ball dominant players. They have the two
this
highest.
Will humble him down. No.
I don't know.
Hopefully,
Russell will humble Harden.
Both of them gonna probably learn something from each other. Like, is it like this is how I look playing? Like,
look, they have the two highest usage rate in the NBA. All right, the two highest usage rate. That means the ball is in their hands 9 times out of 10. All right, and
about to be 50-50 today.
Mike D'Antoni is a guy that his system allowed James Harden to just, you know, do whatever. It's almost like giving you the keys to run the offense the way how you want it, right? Mm-hmm. So James Harden, he got the keys now. It's almost like having a child that's spoiled. Like, yo, I'm spoiling you. I'm giving you all you want. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to adopt another child. So it's almost like another child's coming in now. And it's like, damn, so I got to split, like, all I'm getting with this child, even though I know him. You know, how is that gonna work? You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
But they played together before. They wanted to play together now. So maybe that can, you know, get to them and be like, you know what, let me take a step back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, like, it humbles both of them down.
I mean, I don't watch sports, but maybe I'll get into it.
No,
you
I'm
gotta
watching
get into
this
the NBA.
season. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
NBA
watch this
is
season.
crazy right now. You feel
I
me?
need
Brooklyn,
to.
I mean, I don't. You gotta watch
understand
Brooklyn play
now
Brooklyn,
because it's like
Kyrie,
Kyrie
Kevin Durant, you
and
feel me?
Kevin. Like,
That's about
like,
to be Batman
nah.
and Robin.
for the longest, nobody was trying to go to nobody's Brooklyn Nets game.
Facts.
It used to be the games they throw to you in high school. Like, just go to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
You
like,
know, like.
I'm from
gonna lie.
Brooklyn, and I'm like, it's just the Nets.
Did
Like,
anybody get traded to the Knicks? Like, what's going on
Nah,
with
the
them?
Knicks ain't doing nothing. That's the problem. You feel me? The Knicks is listen,
you know,
man.
Carmelo
The Knicks
Anthony
is so
helping.
bad,
Like,
and they've been so
Melo,
bad for the
cheating?
last couple of years that they are selling free tickets on the street for these
Free
cats.
tickets.
Free tickets on
How
the
you
street.
sell free tickets?
oh, it's lit.
Like, yo, take these tickets. You know what's great? I could have been to the Knicks game like 2 years ago. My
Wait,
dad was
why
like,
they
yo, I got
selling free
tickets.
tickets? First of all, why did you get them in the first place if you know you didn't want them?
Because they suck.
But why did you buy them in the first place if you're going to give them away for free?
They suck. I'm telling you, I'm about to tell you about the story. Me and my dad got tickets to go to the Knicks game 2 years ago. It was a Sunday. It was rainy that day. And it was just like, you know what? We ain't even going to go. Literally, we didn't even go because it's like, yo, why waste
It's
our
just the
time?
Knicks.
Why waste
going
your
all the way
money?
over
That's what
there,
I'm trying to
and
figure
they
out.
suck. You feel me? Like, yo, the Knicks is in a terrible spot right
So
now.
somebody needs to have a nice little pep talk with Carmelo Anthony because
Carmelo Anthony ain't there.
he playing too many games but not the right one. Like,
To be honest, I feel like when Carmelo went on the Knicks, I think I don't want to say he lost his groove, but it didn't look pretty.
Melo
He
needs
had
to get
it
his
for a
groove
little
back.
bit and then he lost it.
Like,
You
he
see-
looked so great on the Nuggets. I'm always gonna remember Melo on the Nuggets.
Hello, we
I'm
talking.
like, first I'm like, yo, who that? He's cute. And then I'm like, oh, Melo? All right, boom. And then, like, he got older, and then he went on the Knicks, and I'm like,
He got older. He started cheating.
he said
Doing
he
this
started
cheating.
cheating.
You feel me? What's cheating
Because
got to do with him on the court?
it don't have to do anything, but you playing too many games, but not the right one. I'ma just keep stressing that. When you playing games in your relationship, sir, can you bring that same energy to the court, please?
He's
Just bring
tired.
It's funny because
He's tired.
it. Okay, he could be tired. Retired. Then. Like, I don't know what to tell him. Like,
Yo, how old is he?
he gotta be. He in his early 30s because Lala older than him. He gotta be like 33, 34.
That's not even that old.
Correct me if I'm wrong, peoples. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So
That's not even
this is
that
the
old.
problem with Melo, and this is why he's not in the NBA. Besides the cheating, okay? Besides the cheating, like Chauncey Billups said in a radio show earlier this week, the brother scoring 30 meant too much to him. So he was always wanted to be that guy. You know, having the most points meant the most to him other than the team winning.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's why he's not in the league right now, because there were teams that wanted him that said, but yo, you got to come with the bench. And when he was on the Thunder and they asked him to come on the bench, he's like, I ain't taking no bench role. So he's a cocky dude. He thinks he still got it. He's one of them people. You know how you have them people in life? They think they all that. You know, look at me, Snapchat, all that. You know, but they ugly as hell.
Oh my
You feel me? They look like Vespuccia
God.
and all that. You feel me? And they don't have it, but they think they have it. You feel me? He's one of those guys that he thinks he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
I mean,
And his time has passed. He's not the same.
so Lil, can you go hit up Melo and humble him for a second? Go hit him up.
No, Lala need to do that. You feel me?
She
but the
done.
brother's too
Lala's
busy on
done. She
yachts with
done.
other girls.
Lala's done.
Benito, like, it's over for him.
Nah, he's one of them guys. He still thinks he got it, and he doesn't got it. He doesn't have it.
I feel
That's
bad.
why he's not in the NBA right now.
I feel so bad.
I do feel bad because I feel like everything is just crumbling, like, in his face, in front of everybody's face.
Yeah,
So I'm
like-
just like
Like, you're famous at that, so like everyone can see that your life is really like not it anymore. Like,
But what y'all think about him cheating? Like, you feel me? He was cheating the other day.
he was
you-
cheating for mad long. He had a whole
what
baby.
you mean? What we think?
Now I want to know what y'all think. being
Wait, hold
females.
on. Wait, so black men don't cheat? Oh, now you gotta drink your water.
Drink your water.
You feel me?
Drink your water.
Listen, I'm on that movement, but you know, Carmelo need to come in and get on that movement.
He's
you feel
acting
me?
like a city boy right now. He needs to relax.
Oh, he's half Puerto Rican, so he ain't black like that. You feel me? Once again,
Alright,
black
yeah,
men
okay.
don't cheat. Thank you for bringing it up. You bringing it up again.
You said half.
I wish you could just zoom in my face, like.
You said half, right? What's the other half?
Once again, black men
Black.
don't cheat.
I'm not going to like totally disagree. I mean, he biracial. Oh, do they call him?
But what y'all think about him? Because he was caught on the yacht the other day with some girl that he claimed to be his friend. I mean, I won't go.
I mean,
chilling.
He took the Instagram
with my
real,
friend. You feel me?
quick.
Like that's a little bit too close. You feel me?
I mean, the pictures do look sus, but you know what? I feel like I don't want to take his side, but sometimes paparazzi just catch you at the wrong
How would you
moment.
feel, Melanie?
Oh my God!
If you was dating somebody and he was on a yacht with another female. With his shirt off, laid up like he's Big Papa.
Okay,
you
can't even say shirt off. He on the water. I'm not expecting him to wear
on
a
a boat. What would you think?
With water.
I'm questioning him. I'm gonna question him.
I would be like, so who was that?
Y'all now, too soft. No wonder why black men don't cheat.
No,
hold on.
I would be like, who was that? Now, it depends on how he reacts.
You gotta come soft. So then, he gotta get you there to that. I'm not gonna hit you because I don't be walking around hitting men because I got time for that. But it's just my whole thing. Like, I am gonna press you. If I gotta raise my voice, I'm gonna raise my voice. One thing I gonna do, I ain't gonna fight you or fight over you. I'm out. I don't got time. There's plenty of fishes in the sea, if you ask me.
Well, if the brother stop cheating and go back to the gym and work on his game and take a back seat, maybe he'll get back on the
I'm gonna say a little pudgy stomach or whatever.
But anyway, exactly, he ain't too much. But anyway, it's time for us to depart from this show. This is another episode of What's Your Grind Like, and definitely follow us on WYGL_podcast and our individual Instagrams at real.lil_, real_lil TV.
They call me Jen with 2 N's _.
And Melanie _allure with Melanie with 2 N's. I keep messing that up. That's okay.
And we'll be back next week for Fashion Week. We out.
Peace out, y'all.
What's up, y'all? We would like to thank you guys for tuning into this week's What's Your Grind Like podcast. Head over to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to the Real Leel TV for more videos to come. Also, in order to receive more updates, go over to Instagram and follow What's Your Grind Like at WYGL_podcast on the gram. And for business inquiries, please DM us what your grind is going to be. Stay tuned for guest appearances and juicy topics that will be coming to you weekly.